Yo, what's going on guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a couple of things to talk about in this video. Nvidia seems to be readying a release of a brand new graphics card, although I question what the objective of this GPU is. And we got a little bit more on LawBreakers. I talked about that game yesterday, but Cliff Bleszinski actually talked about the struggles that game has been going through, so I wanted to speak more on that in this video as well. More on that in a little bit. Let's first talk about this new graphics card. This comes from over on Tech Power Up. Nvidia is readying a new GeForce GTX 1070 refresh graphics card. According to their sources, it's going to be positioned between the 1070 and the 1080, and it's to be dubbed the GTX 1070 Ti. Now, they've got a lot of information over on that article, given numbers and things like that, so if you guys want to, I'll leave a link down below to Tech Power Up if you guys are interested. However, what's weird is that between the GTX 1070 and the GTX 1080, that is not a market that I was really interested in seeing a new graphics card. I mean, if you don't pick up a 1070, a 1080 isn't like an enormous jump over the 1070 where it gets people to think, hey, I wish we had an option in between there. Honestly, if anything, I would prefer something between like the 1060 and the 1070. So yeah, this is just a little weird to me. However, this does just let them release a new graphics card. They get to brand it entirely new. And with AMD having a lot of attention with Vega, you know that Nvidia wants to get their name back out there, and especially with the holidays coming, having a brand new GPU and saying, oh, hey, here's this new shiny toy, even if it's not anything special, even if it's not anything we were clamoring for, it is something that's gonna garner attention. And considering that the GTX 1070 is one of the most popular GPUs on the market, just adding the Ti label to it, if they call it the 1070 Ti, look at this from the most casual PC gamer that's building their PC. They think, hey, I've heard a lot of good things about the GTX 1070. Well, now we have the GTX 1070 Ti. That just must mean it's better. And I understand that logic if they just want to get something out, if they want some attention. And I guess you can release a GPU between the 1070 and the 1080, but the 1080 and the 1070 aren't even that far apart in price right now, given how the GPU market is with all the things that are going on with mining and GPUs being out of stock everywhere. But right now, if you look at prices, the 1070 and the 1080 aren't that far apart in price, maybe like $100, but nothing crazy. It's probably even a little bit less than that, so I just don't really understand the logic of the 1070 Ti outside of it is going to get them some attention, it is going to get people to talk about Nvidia leading into the holiday season, which is very important. That is very important in its own right. Even if the GPU itself isn't anything groundbreaking, if it does come at a cheaper price, as long as it doesn't get bought out or anything like that, hey, then we can't really complain about that. If this drives the 1070's price even lower, and maybe the 1080 will drop in price, and then the 1070 Ti just falls in somewhere between there, then I can't really complain about that. But right now, given all the information we have, you know, it's not something that's getting me all too excited. Moving on, I once again want to talk about LawBreakers. This is a game that, if you guys don't know, I talked about it a little bit prior to release. It was a game that I was quite looking forward to. I played quite a bit of the beta, but I was always skeptical of LawBreakers reaching its potential because of all the other first-person shooters on the market and all of the other multiplayer games that are coming out. You've got titles like Overwatch, Battlefield 1, and then you've got upcoming games like Destiny 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 2 that I just always thought that if you look at every single one of these multiplayer shooters that are coming out, which one of these are gonna get buried by the others? And that was LawBreakers, and that's what's happening. On PC, the game is down to a ridiculously low player base, and it's peaking at around 200 players at a time. That's very, very low for a game that's only a month old. And Cliff Bleszinski did talk about it. He said, quote, I have to keep this game alive, and that it's been very humbling for him, and that he's gonna try to be less of a dick when talking about the game. And here's an exact quote on talking about the PC numbers. Quote, there's a situation where players look at numbers on Steam. That doesn't happen on PlayStation 4. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but you look at PC health versus PS4. PS4 is doing fine. People cough up $30 and hop online and they don't overthink it. On PC, there is you wanting to declare something a success or a bomb by this internet culture that loves to just observe things. But it's like, guys, you know the small bit of players that we have. We're going to continue to iterate and engage as we issue content drops. Maybe there's going to be sales or potential free weekends down the line. Continue to fluff that CCU up. Now, I don't like him attacking the PC user base. Cliff Bleszinski and the PC community have actually had kind of a storied history. You know, they always weren't on good terms, and then when he released LawBreakers, he was like, nah, guys, I'm all in with PC, and now he's trying to back away again. That's kind of funny to me, but I mean, hey, if he does stay committed to the game, if he does release more content, I can't complain about that. The game itself is actually pretty good if you play it, and he also said it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that's definitely true, but with the majority of games, especially shooters like this, most of the steam does come from that first month after release. It's very hard to build a user base after that first month. You at least have to have a user base to work with, and I don't know. I don't see this game becoming the next big first-person shooter, but if it can build a consistent community that plays the game, hey, more power to it. I want more active games. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about the possibility of a GTX 1070 Ti, and do you think LawBreakers has any future? Can it come back? Is there potential for there to be something more with this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.